For days, the world watched on, hoping the Titan submersible would be found with all 5 men alive on board. But today we've learnt, for all that time, there was no hope at all. The discovery of debris on the ocean floor has led experts to conclude the vessel suffered a catastrophic failure in the first hours of the dive. A second tragedy at the site of the Titanic. This morning, searching in an ocean of unknowns, a rover found pieces of the missing sub, indicating it imploded.
The debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber.
The debris field was found less than 500 metres from the bow of the Titanic. 5 major pieces were discovered, including its nose cone, the landing frame and the tailpiece of the submersible with the OceanGate logo. It means the banging noises that were detected for days could not have been the missing crew. Tonight, the US Navy confirmed it heard an implosion in the area where the sub was operating only hours after it lost communication. On board, British billionaire adventurer Hamish Harding, who'd travelled to space and the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench. In a statement, his family said, "If we can take any small consolation from this tragedy, it's that we lost him doing what he loved." Also on board, French historian Paul-Henri Nargeolet and Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman. The 19-year-old's aunt today claiming he was terrified about the trip but wanted to please his dad for Father's Day.
I'm also sure that he would not have taken his son on board if he thought there was really, a serious level of danger.
96 hours since the Titan lost contact and the Coast Guard confirming what we all feared. The question is now, how did this happen?
Those questions about regulations that apply and the standards, that's going to be, I'm sure, a focus of future review.
The finger of blame is being pointed at the sub's final victim, OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, whose wife is a descendant of Titanic victims.
I've broken some rules to make this. I think I've broken them with logic and good engineering behind me. The carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did.
Rush is accused of cutting corners and avoiding regulation, fearing it would stifle his innovation.
We certainly don't want to stop the entrepreneurial developments because quite often they develop technologies that are major steps because they're not hindered by the regulations.
The director of the film Titanic and deep-sea explorer James Cameron comparing this to the world's most famous maritime disaster.
The captain was warned. There were icebergs ahead. It was a moonless night, and he plowed ahead.
It claimed 1,500 lives, now 5 more lost to the ocean by their captivation with that doomed voyage. In Boston, Alison Petrowski, 9 News.